Welcome to an article that I've literally recorded 500 times and tried to re-record because I can't get this out of my mouth. Climate change has a bigger impact on the LGBTQI plus community. Huh?
Why are you gay?
As a straight white male, I read this article with not realizing how much privilege I truly had in life.
These white men are dangerous.
And if you're one of those people like me and you're asking yourself, how is this even possible? Well, sit back, relax, and watch this video because I'm going to break it down for you. And you might be asking yourself, how is this even possible as well? What is it about the LGBTQI plus community that makes them so much more susceptible to climate change? Is it the way they dress? Is it the way they make love? Is it the way they eat? Is it the fact that they are queers for Palestine? And how is that even a thing? Well, the author breaks down this thesis in a beautifully eloquently way. Listen to this sentence that I'm sure she wrote 300 times and thought, wow, this is a really good sentence, says Ryan. Climate change exacerbates existing disparities among individuals and communities. Wow. I love when somebody uses the word exacerbates because I'm 12 years old in the heart of it, and I can't think of any other word than the word.
I'm gonna go play with myself today, so see how I feel. That came out weird.
Same-sex couples are greater risk of climate change-related threats than their heterosexual peers. Did you know that? I didn't know that. Because
You have stolen my dreams and my childhood with your empty words.
LGBTQI plus community are disproportionately living on coastal areas and cities, as well as areas with poorer infrastructure. Because of the gays love to be at the beach, they are affected by climate change. What is it, gays? Why don't you want to live in the middle of America? Why don't you want to have some farmland and just hang out with the good old boys? Why do you love strutting your stuff on the beach? We get it. You guys care about your fitness and the way you look. You look better than us straight white males. We pack on a gut and we like to drink beer. Get over it. Also, they live in areas with poorer infrastructure, which is a rude way of saying gay people are poor.
Help me, I'm poor.
And have less resources and are more vulnerable to climate change hazards. I don't know why we're saying this. We're just saying these things. This article continues to go on to say silly things, and here's her thesis again, showing up again. Climate change exacerbates existing disparities among individuals and communities, the study states, particularly in housing, healthcare. I love when lefties just throw in healthcare for some reason, and the disparity of the healthcare. Triggered. And income and access to food. I had no idea gay people were running around so starved to death. We need to give them an access to food, and we need it now. The existing disparities, therefore, impact disaster preparedness in queer communities. What? What? When I saw this article, I share this with every gay person I'm friends with. They need to know this. And some of them don't even live in coastal cities, but I know it still affects them in ways that it doesn't affect me, because they are the ultimate victims in life. And when you have the victim card, you play that victim card as much as you possibly can. And you write articles based on one study as if it's totally fact, because, I don't know, they live in coastal areas, and coastal areas get like hurricanes and stuff. And so therefore, like, the LGBTQI community is disproportionately affected by like climate change, I think. I feel like that's how the study should actually go. But if you're asking me, Derek, do you trust this source? Yes. First of all, it's their top leading story, so you have to read it. Also, did you know that RuPaul's Drag Race is on season 16? This is news to me as a straight white male. I didn't know this was even a thing. And as somebody who's actually step black and 1/16 Jewish, I'm beginning to question everything I know about life. Wow. So, what is going to be your takeaway? Huh? What will be your takeaway from this article? How will you change your life based on knowing that the LGBTQI plus community is affected by climate change unlike you? I think the best way we can all do it as straight white people, or just straight people in general, is to advocate and tell our gay counterparts that they are in danger. They are in danger of climate change like no other before. And they need to live in fear every day of their life for climate change is affecting them disproportionately. Because nothing gets the average individual freaked out of their mind than a news agency telling you to live in fear all the time. So that you stay inside, you look to leaders in the community for advice on how to live your life and not be free. I thought this, when I first saw this being passed around, this article, I thought this has got to be so fake. How is this real? How are we writing this? How are any gay people actually reading this with a sense of humor and thinking, finally an article for me? I will be sharing this with my family because they need to read up on this immediately. And I hope you feel like a better person for knowing about this and watching this whole video. I hope you feel like you didn't waste your time. I hope you feel like now you have a new link to share, Advocate Magazine, and learn about the gay community. Because this is all news to all of us. This is just exciting. I thought this was the Babylon freaking Bee, dude.